Hej samlare. That's Swedish for hello collectors, at least according to Google Translate. Anyways, today we're going to do an unboxing of this car here, the Fronti-Art Koenigsegg Regera. And I bought it from AliExpress from this seller here. I think there's only one left, but I guess the real thing is for you guys to whether or not this store is good at packing their cars and stuff like that. So let's take a look here. So this thing came in over the holidays, and let's open this guy up. The box is a little mangled up, but I mean, if there's only one car in this box, I'm guessing it shouldn't be damaged as long as the contents are not shifting around. Okay, yeah, alright, so we got a bunch of bubble wrap, some foam, more bubble wrap. Alright, so this seller knows what they're doing. They don't let the box move around and cause damage to the vehicle. So focus model store seems to be alright. So this car, Avanstyle might be the brand, I'm guessing. Yeah, I suppose so. Made in China, right? Well, maybe it's a line of models, yeah, because the company must be frontiart.com there. Now what concerns me is, why is this box like that? You know, was this opened up before? I mean, it looks like it was open, but maybe they did it to inspect it. Let's see here. Come on. Alright, let's use that. So there's some tape here. And yeah, this looks like it was opened as well. Okay, use the cover. Alright, so model-wise, it says 296 out of how many, I don't know. But it's a nice photo etch plate. There's a little texture to the base here. And then, let's look at the car. Alright, a downcast here. Down the camera here. It's so shiny, it's crazy. This is a resin model, it's not alloy, it's not zinc or anything like that, so it's some sort of plastic resin, which is why I think it gets such good details. Try to focus on the back here. Okay, so it says Regera back there. I'm guessing above it must be the brand Koenigsegg there. Doing a little research on this company here, Koenigsegg. You know, they came out in 1994 as a company, but they didn't start selling a car until 2002 because they had to, you know, develop a prototype and go through crash standards and stuff like that. So the first car that they sold to the public was the CC8S. They only made 6 of them, but even back then in 2002, the thing had 655 horsepower, and their cars have just gotten more and more powerful. In 2010, the Agera came out, and there's some diecast of that car. And that thing, the Agera R at least, started to use biofuels, or the option to use biofuels, which is really cool and innovative for a car company, I think. Then 2014, the One came out, and that was called that because it has a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio, meaning for every kilogram, it had 1 horsepower, which is crazy. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds, by the way. And you have a horsepower dedicated to moving such a small amount of weight. But anyways, the one we're talking about here is the 2015 Regera. And what makes this car so cool is it has 3 electric motors, and it just so happens to have a twin turbocharged 5-liter V8 engine. So the engine, I think, is making 700 horsepower or something? No. I don't know how much horsepower. When I look at the web, it just says the total horsepower of this car is 1,500 horsepower when you combine the 3 motors and the engine. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, 1,500 horsepower. That might be why, you know, this car is like a $2 million price, you know, list price, I guess. But I'm sure they must sell it for a lot more at the dealers. And they're supposed to be making 80 of these cars in the real world, you know, full-size cars. So looking at the back here, I watched a video on this car. It's interesting. You would think that silver oval is the exhaust, but it's not. It's just like a passive air diffuser. the exhaust, boy, it's impossible to see because it's so black. The exhaust are vertical ribs. Maybe if I... No. Alright, I usually don't take these things out the stands because if I drop it, it's not cool. But we'll do it for this video. Okay, so the exhaust on this car made by Akrapovic, which makes motorcycles exhaust, is this thing. This and this. Really thin titanium exhaust. It would have been nice if the model painted this, you know, a titanium color. So part of the diffuser blades happen to be the exhaust tips, which I thought was really cool. And then this thing, again, is just some sort of passive heat dispersion, you know, getting sucked out the back. So, well, all we see here on the bottom is Avanstyle. It doesn't say Fronti-Art or anything like that, or even what the car is, which again, it's really a pet peeve of mine. It seems kind of lazy that you wouldn't, you're going to dedicate making a mold to this piece of plastic. Why wouldn't you also just add the text of the car in your own brand? Oh well. Okay, so this thing also has an active wing on the, although in this model you can't see it, but in the YouTube videos, this wing actually raises up on these two black struts here, these carbon struts. I think that must be a passive exhaust outlet too. This thing here, although it's not really showing the model. But anyways, if we look at this model, it's nice for sure. I mean, I'm looking at it through the camera. I don't see any flaws. I'm going to just look at it with the naked eye now. So, obviously being resin, it's very lightweight, but I don't mind. The wheels don't roll at all, of course. I don't mind that either. I'm not going to play with these things. If I want to play with a car, I'll, you know, play with a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox car. These things are all about just looking nice. Alright, so hopefully there's enough light getting in there, but you can see the plastic mesh there on that intake. So that's a nice detail going on in there. And this carbon printing here is very nicely done. The mirrors, as small as these mirrors are, I mean, again, look at my finger, and then look how small the mirror is. It's got the little silver insert, which you can actually see that reflection. That's kind of neat. Can't, it's such a shallow windshield, but you can see the seat there. It's brown, but it looks like it's like painted with a silver middle, or is that white? It's white. It's just so reflective. I thought it was silver for a second. And then you know, the dashboard, obviously you got the carbon printing there in the middle, which is cool, and also the sides, which I think those must be like air conditioning vents or something like that. The central windshield wiper, that is sticking up. What I'm wondering is, yeah, I think it's a separate piece of plastic, so you gotta be careful. You could easily rip that off if you tried to wipe this with like a cloth or something. So this is actually another reason why I don't take these expensive models off the stands, because I'm getting all my fingerprints over this. Now I'm going to carefully go over this thing later and wipe my fingerprints off of it. But with a stand, you know, your fingers should never touch the car. You just hold the little plastic base. So you can see the logo here on the front hood, I think, on the nose. Yeah, there's something printed there. I'm assuming that has to be the Koenigsegg logo. Oh, another cool thing about this car in the real world is it's robotic, meaning like all the door panels, the trunk, the front, they all can open with the remote control to the car. So it's pretty neat. I also know that the fuel filler cap is underneath this giant one-piece carbon trunk lid, I guess. I don't know if you'd call it a trunk lid, because the trunk is in the front. And what's cool about this car is you can remove the top, and you can actually store that top inside that front trunk. I know a lot of sports cars, they don't actually accommodate the storage of the part of the roof you're removing. So this is a really well thought out brand, as far as the actual car company goes. I'm really hoping that they come out with the newer model that this company's produced called the Regera. No. This is the Regera Gemera. The Gemera. That's like a 4-seat sports car, and there's a YouTube video on that, and that thing's even more crazy than this, I think. So, anyways, these are, I'm guessing they're carbon fiber wheels, because I know the Gemera has them. And yeah, I mean, I guess for a 1/64 scale, that's a pretty good attempt at making a carbon fiber pattern on a wheel so small. And then I'm assuming those are supposed to be carbon fiber brake rotors in there as well. Well, not rotors, but I see well, yeah, the rotor is the caliper. Oh yeah, in the rear wheel you can see a black caliper there. Sorry. I think you can see a black caliper right there. So that's really neat. Really cool. To the naked eye, that brake rotor does look like a metallic, like a gunmetal, but it's not silver, so I'm assuming those are supposed to be mimicking carbon fiber, carbon brake rotors. I mean, the plastic here on this model, I can't say die-cast, but the model, I mean, this plastic is really clear. It's really well done. I mean, wow, look at that, tight fit. Not seeing any atrocious gaps or anything like that. This possibly might be the finest model I've purchased to date. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's the newest model I have. Anyways, I guess it's 12 minutes in. I'm not sure what else to talk about, other than I hope that Fronti-Art continues making these cars. I know they have a Jesco that is on its way to the market right now. I think it's on pre-order on a lot of websites, but I might have to purchase that little miniature model as well. Oh yeah, cool. Look at this. I think that's a carbon fiber print there on this black stripe. Yeah, you can catch a little bit of a carbon fiber printing there, right there. Cool. Yeah. Can you read? Is that text legible? I don't think my camera can focus on it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is legible. So that's impressive. Black is painted in there for these vents. I mean, these are narrow vents. It's gotta be like a millimeter, 1.5 millimeters wide, yet they managed to somehow paint it black in there. Maybe it's a paint wash. I don't know. Okay, well, anyways, I'm very happy with this model. I mean, if one should be when you look at the price. So, very nice. Okay, well, hopefully you guys can... Oh, well, one other thing. The only other Koenigsegg I have is this Tarmac Works Global. It's not even a hobby version. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to compare the two sizes. Well, Regera is longer for sure. Similar in width. Now with two different brands, I'm not sure which one, if both of them are really accurate in their scale. Don't know. This is a really weird position for my hand to be in, but so my hand's a little wobbly there. Anyways. Yeah, so that Regera is definitely sportier looking in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that this is looking less sporty, but it does compared to this thing. This thing just looks so low and so mean, whereas the Regera here is a little more upright and blockier. But to my understanding, the front end of a car has to be somewhat blocky because if it hits the person, it won't shave their legs off. Whereas this car, if this thing hits you, it's just going to cut your legs in half. That's why a lot of cars have really high front hood lines for pedestrian safety. So anyways, this Tarmac Works it's okay, of course. it's a different price point, so you can see the paint's not as cool, it's not as smooth, but I still think it's a great model for the price. I'm not sure if it needs this gimmick of having the removable piece there, but whatever, they can do it. Okay, take care guys, see you later.